It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day.
I did it. I did a thing. I did it right. Like that felt good. That feels good to have all of my settings set. They actually are in and working and doing the thing that they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't have anything that does what it's supposed to do.
Your girl don't make dinner and do dishes? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I do
Petra?
that. I do that shit.
The fuck,
She's
man?
broken.
She's broken.
She's a broken appliance. I'm getting a refund.
She's on check me time.
Or I'm going to get a same or lesser value replacement.
Can you ask her after this recording how much much she loves Yamir Yager?
She knows him and somebody else because she brought him up and she's like, oh, they were fucking huge over here for a while, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yo, Yager's still huge. He's like filling in for a team right now in like the leagues over there. And like,
how old is he? Like fucking 45 now?
No, he's like 50 something, dude.
Oh my god.
Like, excuse me, let me look up Yamir Yager's age because I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s. I believe so. Fuck, it's so hard to spell those names. Yamir Yager. Let's see. Age
delicious?
50. He's 50 years old, exactly.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, but he's still banging like 25-year-olds.
I mean, women, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
dudes, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they roll over there. I've seen a couple of videos where they're on a couch and it's casting, and they're just like, "Oh, I need this acting and modeling job," and it's like, "Welcome to the Czech Republic," even though she is not from Czech Republic.
Close enough.
They were all tied together at one point. Okay, all the Slavic countries.
Yeah, I mean, especially Czechoslovakia. Yeah, they just split it down the middle.
Yeah. I mean, she lost out, man. She lost out on the Republic side. Did she have like ancestors on each side? Like was it like you know, my mom and dad and I are in Slovakia, but we have cousins in the Czech Republic.
No, because it's kind of like, when you know how like recently we've been finding out when you look at a map, you find out things aren't actually like geographically properly sized.
Oh, yeah, when you look at a fucking map of Alaska and you're like, "Oh, it's really tiny," and then you hold it up and it's bigger than the whole middle of America.
Exactly. That's the same way it is over there. Like, there's no way for somebody to be on the other side, pretty much. I mean, unless you'd have to be a third cousin's grandma's brother's roommate to fucking make that shit happen.
So we're not talking East and West Germany style.
No, not at all. It's a pretty big chunk of land over there. Then I found out that Croatia is what they call the Slavic Sea. They don't have Croatia to them. It's just the Slavic Sea.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're silly.
We don't acknowledge this.
Yeah, that's what's up though. And somehow they don't have weird movements about it. They just live their lives.
Didn't they just adopt the euro?
They adopted the euro whenever I think the communism ended.
No, Croatia? Is that who just adopted the euro?
Croatia?
I don't fucking know. I'm trying to seem like I'm smart, and I read like a fucking article on Google News, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
I think almost everything there uses that, pretty much, except like India.
Which uses rubles, right? Is that their currency?
Rubles is Russia. They have rupees.
Rupees. Yeah.
Yeah, because every time I hear it, I'm like, that's not real. That's Zelda. Don't fucking lie to me. And sure enough, I'm like, that's cool.
I just remember that time when my fucking Amazon account was hacked by somebody from the United Arab Nation, and then all of my Amazon shit was was in rubies, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" I was like, "This thing's 2,000 rupees." I was like, "What
I
is
don't know the
that?"
password for this. I can't use this.
And then I was like, "Oh, I gotta change that password real quick." That was fucking gnarly as shit. I couldn't believe that happened to me. I was
Dude,
like,
did you see the new Samsung fucking gaming monitor?
"No, I'm so
It is,
bad with tech."
dude, it's fucking crazy. So, how big is your monitor?
So I have my 24.5 on the left and my 27-inch in front of me.
Yeah, fair enough. See, I got a 32-inch monitor just because I wanted something, a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's curved, it's a nice curved monitor. There's nothing bad about it. Originally a few years ago they dropped the Samsung Odyssey that was like a big ultra wide 55-inch stretch screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome fucking monitor. Looked cool as shit, but it was very narrow. So now they decided, fuck that, we can do better, and they released what they're calling the Odyssey Arc.
Oh, is that the flex one that you can bend?
No, 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 it doesn't bend, but this monitor is fucking insane. It's a 55-inch monitor as well, but it's spec'd out to the normal size of like TV monitors or TV like flat screens.
Oh shit!
So
So it's a
it's built
55-inch television.
right. It's like a 55-inch television. They hit it with the curve. It's got the 1000 RR curve on it, and it looks so fucking cool. And then one of the big features is not only when you use it in like normal mode, can you fucking like set up multiple screens and do multiple tasks at once as if you have multiple monitors. You can turn it all the way around onto its side, so it's in what like a portrait mode or whatever,
Yeah.
and it'll stand 55 inches straight up and down with the curve, and then you can do three like really well sized individual screens to do whatever three things you want to do.
Interesting.
Dude, it's pretty fucking badass. The only thing that sucks about it, so it's one of the only like 4K monitors out there, since that's not really like a thing, everything's
Mm-hmm.
usually like 1440 max. So this is one of the first, or not first, it's just one of the few 4K fucking monitors first in this
An
size, I
ultra
think,
wide.
actually.
Yarp.
Definitely an ultra wide, and it's got I forget what they called it. I think they called it the gaming theater speakers. So it actually has speakers built into the monitor, like like a TV would.
Ew.
It's pretty cool. I
Don't be
was
a
I was
bitch. Buy
definitely
a real
impressed.
sound system. Come on, or wear headphones. It's a
I mean,
bitch
from
move
what
to use your fucking monitor.
I don't know, see from what they're saying, it's pretty fucking legit when it comes to the actual sound itself.
Do you want to be that guy who's gaming with a fucking his monitor sound playing into his microphone? Nobody wants to be that guy. Nobody.
Well, I mean, it's a monitor for this purpose. You can do whatever you want. The idea is now your gaming space can also be your living space. If you got a 55-inch TV, fuck it. Why not just put this in the living room? It's got everything you need. You can watch TV on it, do your normal day-to-day shit on it. And then when you're ready to game, you can just straight up get into your gaming without any problems.
Bro,
For PC specifically,
my 2-year goal is to get
right?
a fucking 70-inch OLED TV. Whenever those drop in price, because like now they're expensive as balls. OLED TVs are so expensive,
You're
but they,
talking about the 8K, right?
yeah, yeah. But they do. The reason OLED is awesome is because it can actually do better black, like darker colors, like black pixels. It can like this is so fucking dumb to talk about this because this is boring as shit. But like modern day TVs and screen, like typical screens that we use, LED, like and VGA and all this shit. The pixels only have like a certain tone. Like once you do black, it's a single tone that you can achieve. But with OLED, it's expanding the visual range of a pixel to more than just the 4 colors or whatever the fuck it is. And you can get differences in black. So like when you're watching like Game of Thrones or something and it's really fucking dark, it's like nighttime and shit. And
Right.
somebody's wearing dark clothes and it's a dark background. It kind of all looks the same. You can't really see like contrast between the two. Well, with like OLED technology, you can. Like like you have a big difference. It's like when we went from like standard television to like HD. Like I remember watching fucking football, and I was able like when we went from standard definition television to like HD. I was watching a Buffalo game and I could see the individual blades of grass on Buffalo's field instead of it all just being like a fuzzy green. I was like, what the fuck? And like hockey, you could see like the shaved ice. It was like,
The
what the fuck? That's what
I'm
OLED
with
does
you.
now.
I'm with you to a point because I almost bought one. Be real with you, I almost got one, but I went with the year current, which was just a QLED, not the year coming. You know, not
Yeah,
the
yep.
newest thing. And the only reason I went with that is I had them side by side, and I'm talking to the guy about it, and he was giving me like a breakdown on what you do. He told me very specifically, if you are a TV person for TV shows or movies, that the OLED, not just the OLED, anything that has the advanced black is actually absolute shit for movies, like movies and TV, because it washes out all the color. He was giving me like a whole breakdown, and then he popped on 2 YouTube clips, and he was just like, here's like a perfect example. And I can't remember what they were, but they were just, you know, random ones that had a lot of like dark corners and stuff, super 4K film shit. And you could see once you got into a dark alley, like even the regular shadows were overly saturated with black. So the shit you were supposed to see that was like in a shadowy area was just straight black. Because I looked at Sony, LG, and Samsung, and they all had that like that same feature.
Yo,
So
we're
that's
such
the only reason
dads right
I
now. Do you
I
realize
know
how
that's
fucking dads we are? We're like fucking talking
listen. It's
TV brands and shit.
yeah, but it's tech talk though. I mean, who doesn't love TVs? I fucking love TVs.
I'll never forget the hype of like when when we were at Adams and like in the basement they had the big ass the fucking monster TV that was heavy as fuck. And then your
Did you
dad,
have one of the like the big box TVs, like the big screen box TVs?
it
Kind
was
of.
like in between. It was like when they transitioned
Yeah.
from the fucking ginormous to like it was still sizable. Like it was like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, it's not like it was like the condensant ball back ones, but it was like you know how TVs now are like thin, like an inch is like huge. Like this one was maybe like 3 inches. Like it was just bigger. It was a bigger
Yeah.
Oh,
TV.
do you have like one of the first like plasma TVs or something?
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when that shit came out, and that was like the fucking move. Like, if you didn't have a plasma, dude, or an LCD, not an LED, LCD, the liquid crystal display, you were a brokey. You were
But then
nobody.
his dad bought that a TV upstairs, and it was like the one that eventually it was just up there. And that one, we were like, all right, this one's we're like, this one's a bit better. We're gonna watch football up here. Like it was like fucking life changing because it was like we were so used to that one downstairs, and then like we moved up to this like fucking ultra HD fucking TV because his dad was just like, yeah, fuck it, like 70-inch television because fuck it, big ballin' right now, like not big ballin', but you know what I mean. He was like he watched his sports, man. And we're watching fucking golf on that thing. And I was like, dude, the motherfucker and I are like the same size right now on the screen. Like I
Right.
can see him standing. I'm standing next to him. It's proportional. It's a 1-for-1 ratio. It's mind blowing.
Isn't that the goal, though?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, like the next TV I buy this is so like adult of me, but like I want the next TV I buy to be one that I'm not gonna have any like I don't have issues with my current one. Like it's pretty good, but like I want one where I'm not gonna have to deal with the sound issue. Which sound issue to me is whenever you're watching something and the music gets so fucking loud out of nowhere. Like you haven't touched the remote at
So
all, and it just goes. And you're like, what the fuck? And you have to like quick turn it down because you're like it's
to be
fucking loud.
there's no way to stop that. The only way to
Yeah.
actually fight that is if you get an actual sound system. You either have to
That's
get
the
like
goal.
a sound bar or
I'm
the
getting a
full
sound
on
bar.
like 5.1 or 7.2 fucking digital fucking audio, because that just is what it is, dude. I remember when that shit first started, when Blu-rays came out, and as soon as you got into like an action scene, it went from like, "Hi, my name's fucking Bill, and I'm a fucking heroin addict," and then a gunshot went off, and shit just went nuts, and the music started, and you were like, "Holy shit, I'm going down like 10 fucking decibels of noise here. I can't handle this."
Dude, it happened. I was literally just watching I don't remember what movie it was. Oh, it was Glass Onion. We were watching Glass Onion, and then just
Oh, right
randomly
on.
out of nowhere, there was like a music swell, and I was like, "The fuck just happened?" Like, I was like, "Why is it so loud?" It was all right. Fuck it. This is a great transition. Can we talk Glass Onion? Can we talk? Well, first, let's talk Christmas. How was your guys'
Yeah.
Christmas? It's been a while.
Christmas was good.
Yeah. Lots of stuff for the kid.
Yeah, too many toys, but I got gifted a new job. This is about me.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
all that matters.
I know. I'm so pumped. You got a new job. I got a raise.
Nice.
I got a little bump.
All right, everybody, on the count of 3, yell out your salaries.
No,
3.
I ain't doing that. I can't do that.
$1.
Yeah.
$1, Bob. $1.
$1.50. No, $1.01. You got to be the fucking cock. You got to be the cocksucker that goes 1 cent. You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Adam, how was the
Dude,
drive?
Would never.
That wasn't going down was nothing. Coming back kind of sucked.
Yeah, you got sick. You and Chelsea both were sick for Christmas.
No, I was fine Christmas. I got sick for New Year's.
Was it like, so for her, it was sinus strain and a sore throat. And that was like it.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I got. I wasn't.
She had to get like eye drops because it started like, I guess like the sinus got blocked. So it was like, when it starts coming through your eyes, that shit happened.
Oh.
Yeah, so she got eye drops now.
That's tough.
It was eventful. Oh, I can tell you, I mean, who cares? Because, like, they'll never hear this. So Chelsea's parents left abruptly because, like,
Oh,
her mom got, like, they had one more day with us, right? And her mom, like, lost her shit with Chelsea and was, like, basically, like, you're always mad at me and, like, all this stuff. And, like, because I guess, like, we said we said shit that offended them the whole time they were down that we didn't realize. Like, they came down and brought groceries, and we're like, we're going to cook meals every day. And we're like, we don't want to do that. It's vacation. Like, I don't want dishes. And they're like, we'll do
Right.
dishes. And we're like, just use
Ew.
paper plates. And I guess that offended him. At one
Why?
point, I don't know.
Paper plates?
Because, like, they were like, oh, you didn't think we were going to do dishes? There was,
Okay, that's weird.
yeah, I know, right? We took or like the one night, we ended up taking them somewhere. Like we got them food, and I guess like it upset their stomach, and they're like, we have diet restrictions, and we're like, okay. So like we went to Austin for Chelsea's
that's on
birthday.
them.
I know. We went to
Don't
Austin.
order stuff like if you have diet restrictions, then find
can we
something that
do?
fits in your diet.
So we went to Austin. I got them Coopers, Adam. I got Coopers. For 'em.
Oh, Cooper's.
They liked
So
it,
good.
but then they complained about it. They're like, there could like I guess like whatever their barbecue sauce, Cooper's sauce, must have upset their stomach or something. I don't know.
Shit was just too seasoned.
I don't know. And
Those
then
white people.
they didn't have any fun in Austin, and that was on us. Oh, we said our washing machine was a Frankenstein, and that offended them. I didn't. Chelsea said it because like her mom
What?
picks a fight when I'm at work and I'm not around.
Wait, hold on. You have to explain to me what the problem with the
Yeah.
Frankenstein is.
I don't know. They thought it was an offensive term, and then they also said like you would. They blame me for her saying something was a Frankenstein. Like Chelsea wouldn't speak that way if it wasn't for me calling shit a Frankenstein. Because we got our washer. They bought our washer and dryer at one of those used places where like if they come in damaged at a job
Oh,
site,
hell yeah. Scratch
Yeah.
and dent.
yeah. But
Fuck
like
yeah.
sometimes those come with broken parts, and they Frankenstein one together.
Yeah.
They acted
But-
like it was brand new. I don't know. It was just funny. Like it was so random. Like they just like left while I was at work, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?" Like,
Now, is it both of them or just her mom?
I mean, it's her mom, but like her dad didn't stand up to defend Shells, so it's kind of like, it is what it is. They were amazed with Beaker though. They were like, "He's such a good dog," and blah blah blah, and they just thought like we don't walk him enough and stuff. Like it was weird. They were doing like weird judgy shit and just wanting to sit on the couch here and cook every day. And I'm like, this is fucking our vacation too. I was like, Chelsea was sick, so like, yeah, we didn't get to do a lot, but like, still, like, I'm not working. I'm on fucking vacation. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing dishes, and I'm not fucking, like, it's so crazy.
No,
They just,
absolutely. I wouldn't want to do that either.
and
Yeah.
like, oh, another thing that happened, I guess, like, was like, they, the thing that broke the camel's back, I guess, was a sentence Charles said to them where, like, you know how
Oh,
we built our kitchen table, right? I guess,
Yeah.
like, the screws I used to fasten the boards on top down, I knew weren't correct, but they were the right size. I used metal screws instead of wood screws. I'm fine with it because it's a fucking it's it's a
It's
table.
an indoor table
Yeah,
anyway,
that
so it's
like it
not
was
big of a
Mach
deal.
1, but like they were like,
Yeah.
oh well, we can take this apart and put like take this apart and like you use these screws. And Chelsea's like, well, I don't want you guys taking it apart and just leaving it with us, and then we have to put it back together. And they're like, what makes you think we would do that? I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't know.
What you're describing right now are two people who are getting older and have nothing to do.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing. Is sad. Like I like them a lot, but they were just like restless here. Like they couldn't just. I don't know. They wanted to do stuff that they would do at home, but it's like this is vacation. You know what I mean? Like I hope I never get to that point where like I'm on vacation. I feel like I'm gonna treat the place I'm staying at like my house. Like go somewhere, do things, experience things.
Did they even want to go out, or were they just trying to be homebodies for the whole trip?
They liked going to like junk stores, you know,
Ew.
like antique shops, stuff like that, and then
Old,
not buying
old,
anything and just
old.
bitching about it.
Old.
I don't mind going to those places because sometimes you can find shit that you like,
Yeah.
that you know you're like, holy
Mhm.
fuck, like the Joe
Mhm.
Namath poster. This is pretty dope. I want that.
Uh,
$3, take
that-
it.
$3. No, those places are fucking pulling every penny they can out of you. I hate those
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, but like all in all, like I mean, it was just fun. Like we bought 1-2 Switch for the Switch and played that, which was fun. And like my dad got us a PS5 for Christmas, and like they were like baffled by it. They're like, PlayStation 5, why do you need that? And I was like, because we like gaming, bro. Big gamers in this household. Like I don't know. It was just interesting. It was so something very out of the blue because we thought we were having a great week until like all of that exploded in our face, but we don't care. We're done. We're taking a break. We muted them on our phones for a bit. I was like,
I get that. That's a tough thing to deal with.
yeah, I just felt bad because it's like, you know, New Year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who wants drama? Like, it's one of those things, like her mom wants to, like, was like, makes, like, accuses her of being crazy. And it's like, well, you're pushing everyone away and you're alienating yourself. And then you go to, like, you can't just, like, analyze stuff. Like, she has conversations in her head where she's like, I'm offended by this. It's like, well, then why don't you break it up when it fucking happens instead of holding on to it? Like, I never understand that with people. If you have a problem, say something. Don't hold it in and then explode later.
I mean,
Like,
once again, you're
makes no
talking
sense.
about old people who have nothing to do. That's just what they're gonna do. It's unfortunate. It really is. It's so fucking stupid.
But I will say my highlight was watching Glass Onion with them because like we're trying to enjoy Glass Onion, and all her mom just who's that woman? That's so and so. She was in this thing, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. And she was like, what's happening in this movie? I was like, I don't know. I put subtitles on. I can't tell you. You're talking over
Yeah.
it. Shut
We're
the
only
fuck up. Like, oh my god. I was like, I know I'm bad sometimes with movies talking. I mean, I've gotten a lot better, but like if it's a movie for the most part and I'm not making fun of it, like that's different.
and-
That's different.
Right.
But sitting there and like trying to fucking pontificate who the fuck this actor is and what they were in that you saw is out loud when it's a murder mystery movie.
I'll just calmly look it up on my phone. Like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Wes Crowe, got
By
it.
the way, yeah.
Like that shit made me
Exactly.
laugh so hard. I was like, God damn. I was like, it made me be like, man, I wish I was stoned or something to deal with this. Like it was just so goofy. I was like, man. But I will say, man, all right, this was all of a transition just to talk about Glass Onion. Can we talk about that movie? Do we all see it?
Yes, I
Did
did.
we like it? How did we feel? Did David
Um,
die? He was murdered.
now that's the mystery. I enjoyed it. I mean, I think I liked the first one better, but
I think I agree with you there. I think the first one was definitely more of a mystery.
yeah,
I will say,
this one
like,
like I kind of knew what was gonna happen. I
yeah,
mean, the twist of the twin, I didn't see that coming, but
yeah,
I
took me a
mean, it
while
was pretty obvious as to exactly what was kind of gonna happen.
where it was heading. I will say, like,
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, when it comes to he died for a hot minute. We can keep talking. I don't give a shit. So when it comes to these movies, I've realized one of two things that I think I really enjoy about these. Did you see Death on the Nile with Gal Gadot?
No, I
Or
started it and then I didn't finish it.
probably you fall asleep and shit because it is boring in the beginning.
It's a slow movie. Yeah.
So they had before that one, they had Murder on the Orient Express. It's all Agatha Christie novels that have the same type of thing where it's the world's greatest detective. Well, that's a big burp. I feel like with those movies, the part that I'm fascinated the most by is how subtle they do the detective work. Because like
Yeah.
it's not like the Sherlock Holmes movies with fucking Robert Downey.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing I find that I
Oh,
think
it's working now. We're good.
you good, you good.
Bye bye.
So like that's the thing with like Glass Onion versus like Death on the Nile and Sherlock Holmes and shit is like I think I appreciate the way that Rain Johnson has the story unfold, the detective's kind of just there, and he's just there to commentate on what took place and not lead the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cause like
I don't know.
I felt like
I
it
don't
was,
know.
I felt like it's good. It's like the reason I liked Murder or Death on the Nile. Like if I were to place these movies, I haven't seen Murder on the Orient Express, but I know of it. I know like the story of it. But I would say like Knives Out one, then Death on the Nile, then Glass Onion, because like Glass Onion I love the actors. Like I love everyone. I thought everyone was great. Dave Bautista is like the best Andrew Tate like fucking impersonator I've ever seen. That shit was so funny. He lives in his mom's house.
Yeah.
Is allergic to pineapple juice, like pineapples, and like it was just funny. Like I don't know. I thought it was a
Yeah,
great
I
movie.
think Glass Onion was better than Knives Out.
Really,
I really do. I actually like the pacing of it better. I thought
you did
the
watch them back to
characters were
back, didn't
better.
you?
Yeah. I haven't seen Knives Out in a while.
I I I didn't watch them back to back. I watched Knives Out probably
Like the
like a
week
week before it
before.
came out. Yeah, it's like a week before it came out, just so I could kind of be ready for it. And it's nothing against Knives Out, but what I will tell you is I do have something against Death on the Nile. I hated that movie. It was so
Really,
fucking boring.
that's what Adam said too. Like maybe it's because I
I didn't finish it.
It was not really it was, I mean, overall, I don't think it was a great movie, and then story wise, I don't think it was a good like mystery movie. It was mid, to be honest with you. It's mid. It's a mid fucking
that's
mystery
kind of
movie.
why I like. I don't know. I kind of like. It could have been I liked all the actors. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like while watching that, I was like, "Holy fuck!" It just makes it like
Well,
the
no,
reason I
they had a great cast. I can agree with you on that. I think the cast for Nile was fucking awesome, but something
same
about it just mm.
same with the Glass Onion. I thought the casting was so fantastic. I was like, it was great to see
Oh,
Edward Norton be able to like be
act
in a
again.
role where he is like allowed to have fun, or like I mean I don't know who the twin chick. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen her in anything.
She's a singer.
Is she?
Yeah.
I thought she was
Janelle Monáe.
great.
Yeah, I had
It's
to look her up after that. I wasn't aware of her either. She was the first time for me.
yeah, it was just like it's fascinating. Like I said, Dave Bautista was like probably my favorite character in all of it because like he's fucking hilarious. Like I always love me some seeing WWE stars in things. Gets me hard.
I actually really respect the way he's trying to push his acting career forward.
Yeah.
I do have a little bit of a problem that I think he's also taking pretty much any script that he can. You
And
know what
just
I mean?
playing
Like
the same
he's kind of
character.
he's. It's not even so much the same character. He's kind of doing the Nicolas Cage, and I don't want to say Nicolas Cage because that's actually not correct.
Oh,
Renfield?
did anyone
I
see that? Yeah.
Yeah, Renfield. No, no, Renfield. That movie looks fucking great. But Batista's kind of in this place where I feel like he's definitely trying to go in the direction of The Rock, but he's not getting the fucking scripts and movies that The Rock got because The Rock only got a couple bad movies. Most of the movies Batista got saddled with that weren't in the Marvelverse at this point are kind of they're not great.
Well,
They're not fucking.
he was in
They're not
Bond.
awesome movies.
He was in a Bond film as a henchman, but like I get that. I think his biggest issue that he will face is his tattoos, and now it's also like and when I say tattoos, I mean specifically because like when you're a super tatted up dude like he is, in certain roles they don't want you to have like they want you to have a neutral palette body, you know, for the characters. And like that's just strictly because of like I think just like CGI and shit like that, it's easier. Or if you have a stunt man, then you don't
I
have to
mean,
fucking ink them up with a Sharpie.
see on that front, I'm like 50-50 with you because a lot of fucking celebrities are tatted up like
Oh yeah,
fucking like Chris Evans, dude. Chris Evans has like actually has like a significant amount of tattoos. He doesn't just have like one little forearm tattoo or some goofy shit. Like this man's got tattoos all over his body. I
I
was
don't give
I
a
was
fuck about
surprised.
that guy.
How you gonna say that when you like the first Knives Out? What are you saying?
Cause like he was okay in it, but like there's a lot of actors that I think are okay. He'll always be the dude with the banana hanging out of his asshole and not another teen movie.
That's a good thing. That's
I
important.
know. I just wanted to be a goof, but I just
I
like hating on
fucking
him because
love
I
that.
can. I just like hating on him because it's
Yeah,
just
but
funny.
did you watch The Gray Man?
No,
Dude,
That was
Adam,
pretty good.
did you watch The Gray Man? You watched it?
Yep.
Dude, that movie was cool as shit. You want to talk about a good fucking spy movie coming out? That really came out of nowhere. I enjoyed the fuck out of The Gray Man. I was surprised.
I'll get around to it. I've been having such a lull with finding movies of worth. I guess that's the best way to describe it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want a movie that's going to be like a delicious meal and not just like fast food movies.
I can promise you The Gray Man definitely is. It is not just a fast food movie. I think it's got a great story, dope cast.
Is it out yet, or
I,
is this like a?
Yeah,
dude,
it's on
it's been out
Netflix,
for
I
like
think.
a month or two now. Yeah, it's on
Yeah, it's been
Netflix.
out for a while.
Okay, I'll have to get around to. I mean, we've had a pause. It's so
Just
tough.
think of
It was so tough to
think
find time to watch anything. It was like I was like,
let me
oh my god, I'm dying. Like,
here's the way I felt about The Gray Man, right? I was super so I just watched it, so I waited.
hmm.
I didn't want to watch it. It was the same way that I didn't want to watch The Nice Guys. And it's not because I have anything against Ryan Gosling or anything else, but he's kind of in a lot of stuff. So like his movies, I
He
don't always watch all of them. But
he is in a lot of like let's not pretend he is in so many like Hallmark style rom com like movies. It's impressive.
exactly,
It's impressive that he has that much time.
it really is. But you know what? Nice Guys, fucking hilarious, dope movie. Absolutely fucking great movie.
Yup.
I felt the same way after I watched The Gray Man because it was something different still, and I was like, yo, this is pretty badass. I was like, this is cool. I was like, and you know what they didn't do that made me happy? They didn't try to make it John Wick like every other thing
You
that
said
comes out now.
it's
That's
on Netflix.
yeah, I think it's a Netflix original
Yes.
movie.
Okay, I'll add it to my list right now.
Because you know, like what came out like Atomic Blonde, and then whatever that
Yeah.
Tarja P Henson fucking movie came out, and you know all those fucking John Wick fucking wannabe movies and shit, and it pissed me off, dude. And it seems like that was kind of like the stroke that everybody was going for a while, but this movie didn't do it. Kept a good story, and Billy Bob Thornton was in it, and I fucking loved him. He's a fucking badass dude.
Man, more vile blood around his neck for a while. Respect.
He's a strange man. He's a strange guy.
It's Angelina's blood, so it's fine. Oh,
You know, she scares me with the way she looks now. She's becoming one of those Skeletor people that when I look at him, I'm just like, what are you?
oh,
You-
people be strange. Oh man.
People do be strange.
Should we before we go on any more life tangents, did you guys write any movies? Because I actually wrote a movie, and I can save it for a movie week. I'll
I
save it.
didn't
'Cause
really write one. I
it's
have like a quarter of an idea, but nothing fully cooked out yet.
I'll save mine till if we all have one, because like, what I wrote is pretty. I was like, as soon as I was writing this, I was like, this is another one that we could easily film. So I'll push that to the side. But what was something else? Wednesday. Did we all watch Wednesday?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I thought it was great.
Dude, did you
Fantastic.
guys foresee? So like, I felt like a fucking dummy at one point because they did
Mhm.
a thing that was for fuckheads like me that watch and like absorb many details. When that bitch gave the same flowers that were in that bedroom, I
Okay.
was like,
Mhm.
what? I was like, what fucking foreshadowing? I was like, way to fucking go. And then I was like, oh man, they got me. Like I was like, that was for literal assholes like me that pay
Mhm.
attention to so much background shit and like solve movies. Like when you're like, I was like, that was straight up like, I was like, bravo, motherfuckers! Like, way to fucking shove it in my face. Like, I don't know. I established like my favorite character is gonna be Eugene for days.
The B kid.
Yeah, the B kid. I related
Yeah.
so hardcore with him. Oh.
He was a great little funny dweeby character. It was kind of perfect.
Dude, I was like, holy fuck, this is literal high school me. A fucking dumb fucking yeah, he's smart, but like it was just like a loner kid who like then finds his pack. I was like, hey, I was that kid. Like it was so funny. I was like watching that and I was like, this is my favorite character of it. I like every character was great in it, but like I didn't see the twist of like I mean, I figured at one point, like in the beginning, I was like, okay, it's gonna be this lady. And then I was like, they did that flower thing, and I was like, well, fuck, this changes my opinion. And then I was
Yeah.
like, and then who the Hyde was, I was like, oh, but like, I was just thrown off. Like, I was like, oh man, it. All in all, I think it was like really good. But I'm just curious as like, I hope season 2 can live up to it.
So I think season 2 will probably be better, to be honest with you, because they got their pack, they got all their people. But I will tell you, the only thing that I actually didn't like about the show is it only took me 2 episodes to figure out who the Hyde was, and it was super simple, and it pissed me off. Obviously, they didn't put a whole lot of money into the CG for
Oh, I know. It looked just like
the
the
Hyde.
guy.
Yeah.
After all, like after I see the
Yeah.
transformation, I was like, oh, it does look just like him. But in my
Literally,
opinion, I was like,
the hair,
eh.
the hair was the problem. He had the exact same haircut, just times like 4 when they increased his body size, and I was like, bruh, nobody looks like this guy, and I guarantee you, it's not gonna be a girl who all of a sudden has fucking curly fuckboy hair, and then sure enough, it was him. So I had a hot clue
Well,
that it
you
was him.
binge it, don't
But,
you? Like
oh yeah,
you'll watch it all in one day type.
mm-hmm,
See, I watch it
absolutely. Well,
across
actually,
like
so
2
that
weeks.
that I watched over 2 days actually, because I was a little tied up with what I was doing when it came out, but I did
Mhm.
watch like I think the first 3 or 4 episodes, the first sit down that I watched it, and I loved it. And the only thing I'm hoping is, dude, I think the Academy's dope. I love that they have like their own little Hogwarts and shit.
Nevermore.
But the only thing that I actually want is I want more of the actual like Adams family. Like I want to see
You want
like is
Fester? Fred Armisen.
I want
So good.
Fester was great. Loved it. Loved that he's just a fucking like assassin. That was random as shit that I didn't see coming.
He's an assassin and a bank robber. Like, how fucking hilarious is that?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I want to know what's up with Lurch. What the fuck is Lurch? Like I feel like he's gonna be something ridiculous. I feel like something's coming for that. Like he's gonna be just like absurdly massively strong. I want to see him like hit something or knock down a wall.
He's the Johnny Sins of fucking Nevermore. Just
Pulls out his
banging.
fucking 18-inch dick.
Big old hog on him.
Although I do think overall though my favorite character though, I really enjoyed Wednesday's roommate Enid,
wolf
the little
girl.
werewolf girl.
I
She
love
was
her
great.
too.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic.
That bitch is pulling at my heartstrings. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I like the little thing that they did with her and her mom and parents and shit. I was like, I kind of like this. Give her more depth. It's not like just kind of, oh yeah, she's a wolf girl and she'll transform at some point.
She's a roommate. She's going through some shit. I love the stoner kid too, the one that fucking got himself, and he's like, I was embarrassed because I fucking stoned myself.
The
I
fuck,
was
the fuck,
like,
the Gorgon. Yeah, the
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
Gorgon with the snakes on his head and his fucking towel fell off his mirror. Oh no, and he's just a
Oh,
fucking rock.
no. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was good. That was really good.
That's
That
what
was
I mean.
cool.
Like overall, the characters were like you don't really like every. They didn't do the standard soap opera-y thing of every character has like I don't know because sometimes like TV shows will do like every character has their own episode that is like this is why this character's a bitch and like this is why this character's a bitch and they kind of like organically did it like they didn't just dedicate episodes to like individual characters like they kind of they were more focused on the storyline and then revealed like okay this is why this character is uptight this is why this character has like mommy issues like I don't know. It was very pleasant to see it done in a way that I didn't feel like I was being spoon fed. Like to feel emotions for a character. Like naturally, I felt emotion watching it. It was cool.
Oh yeah, and I can tell you for sure, this is one of the out of the huge handful of things that Tim Burton's done that I can say that I enjoyed because I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan. Like I don't fucking I don't get behind that shit. I've seen too many of his movies that were just absolute ass.
I don't get behind that, man. I don't
I
fucking support Tim
I
Burton.
I,
Like,
I don't like honestly. And in his whole career, I maybe actually like 5 things that he's done.
I will say, like, I
That's
hope it
probably
doesn't go the
about it.
route of Sabrina. Like, Sabrina was good in the beginning, and then, like, like how Sabrina just kind of, like, morphed into, like, terribleness for the last season because, like, they found out halfway through it was getting canceled. Like, I hope that they give Wednesday a chance. Like, I hope here's the 2 things I hope. One, they actually have a beginning, middle, and end story for her, like, for this adaptation because like if it's like Stranger Things where they go and then this and then this and then this like it's kind of like it becomes exhausting because you're gonna run it like at one point they're gonna get canceled and then you're gonna be fucking emotionally invested in a season and then it's just dog shit.
No, Stranger Things has a beginning, middle, and end. That's not a drawn out series. It's only coming out to 6 seasons. That's not drawn out.
It was originally supposed to be done after season 3, dude. Don't tell me that shit.
Yeah, but the story's not bad.
I'm not saying I'm saying like it's. I mean, we can't say for sure because I mean, there's still one more season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be very It would be like jerking off, and you're almost there, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna hold on. I don't want to come to this porn video. Let me click on the next link. I want to come to this one, and then like you get to it, and it's like the one moment when you're about to bust, and then all of a sudden it turns around. It's just like a dude with a fucking fat dick was fucking another dude with a fat dick, and you're like, this wasn't what I wanted to come to.
I was with you until the end because I've never
Yeah.
clicked on that video. Nor
I was talking
finished to that
hypothetical.
video.
No, but you get the idea of like too much of a good thing, like, and you get to it, and it's just like it's not gonna have like a satisfying ending because they just kept trying stuff, like Sabrina did that, and that kind of like fucked with me because like I really really liked Sabrina, like Sabrina was really good. And then they just I know exactly why. It was because the fucking Riverdale people who were writing for the show worked on Riverdale still, and the WB gave them an ultimatum like, we're not going to renew your fucking contracts if you keep writing Sabrina. So they basically just canceled it.
Oh,
And
you know
so
how
that
the
show had a
CW
shitty ending.
That's just how CW works. Everything goes on too long and ends shitty. It just kind of is what it is. And Sabrina got the short end of the stick. It's whatever. I'm kind of
Happened to Buffy, happened to Angels. All of my shows are getting this happens, David. Lost.
Well, this
keeps happening.
This is a good. Oh God, no, I don't want to talk about Lost. But this is such a better placeholder than most of those shows, to be honest with you. I mean, once they started getting woke on Sabrina, that's when I was kind of like, I don't love this. Why are we doing this? You're talking about fucking demons and creatures and shit, and you have to have a woke
I have
character.
50% faith in Netflix because they canceled the one show that we love so much. And I couldn't believe they canceled it, Adam, because like it was a good fucking, it was good.
Yep.
I'm
I
sure
can't
you don't
remember the
know.
name. It was the one with Sherlock
I don't
Holmes,
remember.
Well,
but
that's
Yeah.
not a good answer.
well, I can't remember it because like A, I'm drinking, B, it's been like
It
2
was a
3
while ago.
years
Yeah.
since we watched it. But it was a show that
So-
had good CGI budget, good actors, like good special
So wait,
effects, a
wait,
great story.
Sherlock?
No, it had Sherlock Holmes in
No,
it, but
no.
it wasn't Sherlock.
Oh, are you
was-
talking about the one with the
Didn't it have Pierce Brosnan or no,
No.
Tim Dalton? It had one of those actors.
It had that's the shit you're talking about where like Sherlock Holmes has like 8 or 13 like fucking like kids that work for him or whatever, or, like
Yes.
spies that work for him. Okay.
The Irregulars.
got
The
you.
Irregulars is what it was called. It was a real good show, but like it didn't get the ending.
Dude,
It wasn't
you
given the
can't have
opportunity.
you can't have a Sherlock show that doesn't have Benedict Cumberbatch or Robert Downey Jr. now.
Oh
That was
fuck you!
destined
The
to
guy
fail.
in
Whoa.
this guy was actually really good.
Destined. It
Enola
doesn't
Holmes
matter.
is pretty good too.
Yeah, with
Well, no,
Henry
I don't-
Cavill.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
disagree with you there, but
Oh,
we
rip
both
Henry
know we
Cavill.
both know who. Well, he's not dead.
He's
Fuck.
dead to
Yeah,
me.
he
He's
kind
not
of is.
Superman, and he's not
Doesn't
Geralt.
matter.
He got replaced by
Yeah.
a fucking Hemsworth.
Whoa, no, hold on. He's not replaced. He quit. He didn't get replaced. That man left because he said, "You're fucking up this show. Deuces, I'm out. I'm Henry Cavill. I can do what the fuck I want." He did the right move, and you know what? It's James Gunn's fault that he's not going to be Superman. And I guarantee you, here's my thought, and stick with me.
I love it.
James Gunn, because Guardians is coming to an end, I guarantee you Chris Pratt isn't going to be Star-Lord anymore, and I bet you James Gunn casts fucking bitch-ass Chris Pratt as Superman.
If he does, that is the biggest mistake they will ever make in the history of history.
This is my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Just like the fact that so Aquaman, this is the last Aquaman 2, and it's done. You know, that whole universe is ending. So all these people want to go to a place, and they're all willing to go to DC, where they started, or go over to Marvel. Do you know how many fucking superheroes we're getting? Like, how are you gonna tell me that Henry Cavill isn't gonna play like 4 possible different characters in Marvel right now? Like, I guarantee you, he already has a contract. It's probably gonna be in the next phase, and he's gonna get a teaser anytime now. Like, we're gonna find out that he's playing whatever particular character. I can go down a rabbit hole that I won't on that,
Juggernaut.
but I promise you,
I want him to be the fucking juggernaut.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get casted there. Jason Momoa will be in
Actually,
fucking Marvel.
He'd be
All
a
these
really
people
good
will.
Cyclops, to be fair. He's handsome.
I don't see. Well, that's the thing. This is the thing I'll give Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
He will play the fucking role the way it's supposed to be played.
Fuck.
Like, do you? Yeah. Give me that. Give me that leg, boy.
Oh! sorry.
Fucking But no, think about it. So like, Tom Cruise was originally supposed to be Iron Man, and then refused the part because he was gonna wear the helmet. If Tom Cruise was gonna play Cyclops, he'd be like, "I'm not fucking doing it because I'm not wearing the visor. You have to see my face."
Well, plus he'd
Henry
be like 4
Cavill-
feet tall, like standing next to
that-
fucking.
That too. But Henry Cavill,
Tom
dude, he
Cruise
will
was
go.
pretty good.
He will go full into it. Henry Cavill will legit wear whatever, whenever to make the character legit. Because you still know it's fucking Henry Cavill. Doesn't matter. But I promise you, he's gonna be in Marvel, and so will Jason Momoa. They're gonna fucking creep over there, and I really feel like Chris Pratt's gonna end up on with the S on his chest, and I'm gonna fucking hate it because he is such a douche.
I just think like Chris Pratt's not funny since he got fit, and I don't mean that in a
No.
bad way. I just mean like he's like, doesn't it feel like he tries too hard? Like
It's
it comes off as like trying too hard type of like where he used to be really a goofball, but now it feels like a forced goofball. It feels like he just is going through the motions of being a goofball.
See, I don't totally disagree with you, but what I found out is that's just actually who the fuck he is. Like that, like what you're seeing is Chris Pratt. The other shit was all the fake like the Parks and Rec version of Chris Pratt that you giggle at. That was him actually acting. And the only reason I know that shit is because I started following the whole shit with him and Anna Faris and all the shit and all the plastic surgeries he had her get and why she doesn't look like fucking Cindy from fucking Scary Movie anymore. Is because they were together almost like right after Scary Movie. And nobody knew who the fuck he was until after that. And he was in the movie with her and Topher Grace called Take Me Home Tonight. And he was her fucking jock boyfriend in that. And he was the same tubby fucking goofball, but he was also a full asshole. And there was like a whole thing she went into. She's like, kind of just spilled the beans. I'm just like, no, Chris Pratt's not the guy you think he is. And then sure enough, he gets fit, does what the fuck army movie was he in that he got fit for? I forget what it was. That's because that was why he got fit. whatever it was in like the 2015s or whatever when he decided to fucking lose the weight and fucking get into that shit. And then yes, ever since then that he's had like the body to show off with it, he has been a fucking asshole because he can just let it fly now. And on top of it, he's married to a fucking Kennedy. Come on, dude. He's a mega douche. Like, he's just gonna live his best douche life being a fucking asshole. Like,
Yeah, Schwarzenegger.
exactly.
Yo, can we all agree though that like, if there's ever a person to play Magneto, it should be John Hamm. I would love to see John Hamm as Magneto.
I
love
actually
when
really
John
like,
Hamm plays a bad guy. He's just so great.
dude, fucking John Hamm would make a great character for anything, dude. John Hamm is just the best. But there's a lot of fan casting that he'll play Thomas Wayne, like Batman's dad from the Flashpoint universe, where it's like evil Batman, but it's actually his dad, and he has like shoots people and has guns and has like giant red glowing eyes and shit. There's some fan casts for that look awesome.
I don't know. As long as my main request, if you're listening, Marvel, do not cast Jared Leto in anything. I'm fucking sick of seeing him.
Sony did that.
Yes.
You got it all twisted. Marvel is okay. Sony is a fucking cesspool.
Well, Sony movies don't count. Let's be honest. Nobody watches
Well,
those.
But that's where they get into like the shared universe thing, because at some point they're gonna try to stick fucking Morbius and fucking what the fuck, the Vulture. That's what. So Morbius, the Vulture, and Venom are gonna show up in some type of bullshit movie with fucking Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Like, I don't want to see that.
Nobody's gonna watch. But I'm just saying, like, that's like my main request. I will say, like, I have not watched a Marvel movie since Endgame, so I literally have no say. I just haven't made time. I guess I just don't care is probably the main thing. I've just like it's one of those things where it's like I've had too much. I've had too much soup. I don't want soup anymore. I love soup, but I've had too much of it, and I need a break from soup. Maybe I'll go back to soup whenever I'm craving it. But it just feels like Marvel movies are just too much soup. There's just it's good. It's like so much flavor, but fuck, man, there's so much of it. I'm just like,
Well, of course there is. I mean, walk into a comic book shop. How many Marvel comics are you gonna see? There's like fucking 40
I get
stories
that.
out at once. There's gonna be plenty of it. But for me, it's different. I enjoy the shit out of it. I kind of make sure I go see most of those movies at least, because that's a story I'm into. Where they're going with it
I feel it.
is just more and more exciting in my perspective for what I like.
I mean,
problem is
we
with
have what's his face in
other
the
shit.
office. Fantastic Four.
Yeah, good old Jack Ryan himself.
Yep.
Jack Ryan's Mr. Fantastic. Who's gonna play Doctor Doom? Sorry, I started fucking stuttering that one.
You know what? That was actually something I was talking about, and I was like, bruh, Henry Cavill's free. Why not?
Well, Doctor Doom has to have a little bit of imperfection and vanity issues.
Well, he's gonna be in a metal suit. It don't matter.
That's a valid point. Ooh, a text message from a bunch of digits. I bet it's a Snapchat. Add your friend to their story. Tap this.
He's lying. It says Adam and Eve sale on butt plugs.
Oh my god, they
Buy
fucking
buy now. 20% off.
I can't push buy fast enough.
Yeah, push.
Oh fuck, I crashed it. Oh man, that's fucking. I'm just thinking like overall. I think like I don't know what kind of movie. I mean, if I'm talking movies, I'm excited for. I will say the new Scream, the new Evil Dead. Like these horror movies look really good.
So when you had texted me, the trailer was out, and I had already watched the other one. I was like, yeah, I watched it yesterday. I had no idea that another one had dropped. So then when you said that, I was like, let me just see what he means.
The official Red Band trailer dropped, and that shit was fucked up. I was like, that's fucking dope.
That is one of the first movies in the past, God knows how many years, where I watched the trailer and I shivered. I was like, ooh,
it's scary.
Like, dude.
It's a scary movie.
It looks fucking dark, dude. It looks like it's going to be awesome.
This is directed by Bruce Campbell, I believe.
No, is it really?
I think so. I think he was slotted to. So he was either slotted to direct it, or he did direct this one, or he's set to.
Director's a guy named Lee Cronin.
Okay. He was executive producer, but I know he's slotted to direct something for the Evil Dead movies. Because that's like why he isn't playing Ash anymore. He's like, A, I'm too old. B, I'm gonna start directing shit.
I mean, I'm a Bruce Campbell fan. I mean, he could be Bubba Hotep or he could be fucking Ash. I don't
Man
care.
played
Like,
Elvis,
that's what I'm saying. Whatever,
zombie Elvis.
whatever Bruce Campbell wants to do, I'm probably just gonna watch it and enjoy it, whether he's behind the camera or in front of it. I'm fucking in.
I will say overall, I hope that the new Scream movie, it lives up to that teaser, because the way the teaser shot it was like really fucking suspenseful, and I think Scream needs to go back to being suspenseful slasher and don't fall prey to the ultra violent that a lot of horror has gone, like how like Halloween went ultra violent. Jesus.
Are you talking about to the point where you're like gore porn almost? You know, is that what you mean? Or
Well, that's the thing. So Scream movies were always about the suspense leading up to the kill
right, because they're mystery movies.
until you get to like the final 10, 15 minutes. And then it's like, ooh, we know who it is. And then it's the cat and mouse. So like, I'm hoping they do that and don't go the route of Halloween ends and Halloween,
but
or where it was just
Halloween
hyper-violent.
Halloween Ends was just an abortion overall. They should have never put that movie out. That was I'm telling you, that movie was not a fucking Halloween movie. That was literally a movie that got written and they were like, just stick Michael Myers in it. I don't fucking know.
It's possible. I don't know. Hollywood's so tough. Hollywood post-pandemic is such a fucking landscape of, especially movies that were filmed during the pandemic, like that was. From what I'm to understand, most movies that came out during the pandemic got changed drastically from what they were supposed to be because of all the fucking dumb restrictions that the woke Hollywood culture put on.
I mean, listen, is that possibly true? Yeah. But Tom Cruise made a fucking Mission Impossible movie and it was excellent. So,
Bro, Tom Cruise puts his own money into his movies, so
that's what I'm
let it be
saying.
that. Let it be known that that's why his movies end up being what they are.
Scientology funded that movie and it was excellent during the heart of fucking COVID, and he made it happen, bro. So anybody else who fucked up their movie, that's their fault.
I feel that, I guess. I just when it comes to movies and stuff, like I've started giving a bit of, like, I had to think of the timelines at which they're filmed. I'm like, all right, I guess I feel that. Like, could you imagine, like, you're filming a movie and then as soon as you're done with your scene, you have to fucking put a mask back on? like you literally like, all right, now that I'm done talking to this other actor, hold on, let me put my mask back on so I can walk over to catering and get a sip of water. What?
True. I mean, it's definitely.
And then let me get boosted while I'm over here.
It hurt. I can't say that it didn't hurt shit. Obviously, shit came out that was still good, but a lot of shit got twisted and tweaked, and it didn't come out for the better. It kind of just is what it is. I think going forward, though, I feel like there's going to be a lot of good movies coming out this year.
Let's hope.
Like, what the fuck was that movie? Adam, you sent that movie. What was it?
The
The
basketball?
basketball movie. Yeah.
Oh, he loved
Yeah,
that one was
that
great.
was good.
Did that come out yet, or are you just saying the trailer was good?
No,
The trailer was good.
I thought isn't it out?
I don't think.
Oh
so.
no. Sorry, I was thinking the Ringer one is the one you're talking about. I was thinking the Adam Sandler brings the guy over from. Which
Oh,
that's
no,
a-
on Netflix.
No, you're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about the
good.
one with the fucking mentally challenged people.
Yes, like that movie coming out. That looks like it's gonna be fucking awesome. Evil Dead coming, dude. I didn't even know that a new Evil Dead was coming out. I was so behind on the times on that because I've been invested in just the next Scream movie, the Scream 6 or whatever they're gonna call it. I've been so fucking excited for that movie because it seems like based on the trailer, maybe. I'm kind of wondering if they're finally going that Stu Macher has been in jail and starts his fucking like cult of Ghostface. I'm just wondering if that's the fucking thing they're going with and why there's all these Ghostface running around New York and being in there and everything else. I mean, it's an easy way
Cult
to
of
run that
Chucky
story.
meets Scream. I like it.
Well, that was the idea. That's what fucking Scream 3 was supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, but it had Jay and Silent Bob. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
I want to see Jay and Silent Bob in more movies for cameos.
Look, man, I'm just saying, like, if I hit the Mega Millions Tuesday, whenever the drawing is, and we open up a production company, one of the first things I'm going to try to get the license for is some horror franchises that are unexpected, like like the Leprechaun, like something ridiculous that nobody would ever expect.
I don't think you're getting the Doesn't the WWE have that right now?
Oh shit, you're right. Hornswoggle was the Leprechaun.
I was gonna say I don't think they're gonna ever let that go. Somewhere
Okay.
in the depths, there's got to be another Leprechaun WWE movie coming out.
All right, we want to brainstorm something. We should get an intellectual property that nobody would ever expect. We'll
I don't know,
find
man. See,
something.
we live in a world where like cheap horror movies are still good. I mean, if you get a story, I think the idea is if I was gonna make a horror movie right now and I wanted it to be a big thing, you just got to bring in a new slasher. There's no slashers anymore. All the classics are out. All the nostalgia's there, but there's no new slashers. I would create a new slasher if I was going to do anything else. I feel like that's the route.
You know, the time we could have gotten into it was the time of the Paranormal Activity movies when those are filmed for like a shoestring budget. You CGI
We were in
wires
high
out.
school when that came out, though, right?
Dude, yeah, I know. We could have made so much money if we made one of those bullshit ones where I'm sitting in this chair and all of a sudden the door opens and I'm like, "Is there a ghost behind me? What's going on? This house is weird." Like, and then all of a sudden,
I
like, at the
mean-
end, a fucking ghost pulls me out of bed and fucks me in the mouth.
If you can think, if you can think of something good, Shudder will buy it and fucking put it on the map.
Amazon,
Shudder
you can
makes
upload movies for
much
free.
stuff
I found
possible.
out.
Honestly, just film one and stick it on there and hope for the best.
Just a video of me jerking off.
Like it's a horror movie, I swear.
The scariest part is that I finished.
Yeah. Wait till you see how.
You see
I
me
pulled my
buy
hip
those
back.
butt plugs on Adam and Eve? Like that's
The movie starts with this recording, butt plugs, and then just fades away.
fades away. Butt plug of a Bucky's butt plug.
I mean, do they make those? Can we get one of those?
No, we could start something. Bucky, hit me
Buck- Bucky's is a product you don't carry.
Bucky,
You need to keep
sponsor
it in the back of the store behind a curtain. It says 18 and up.
Cookies.
Cookies.
That's fucked up. Well, fuck. Should we do our top 10? Man, I had such a good time with this top 10. I wasn't expecting. Top 10 things that fly.
Mine ended up not having an order, to be honest, because I just kept finding like weird shit. Not weird, but like shit that I liked, and then shit where I was just being cheeky about it because
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it. But then I also made sure it was shit that actually like kind of flew
Flew.
at least, and I didn't say
Yeah.
shit where I was like, I'm fly, because that was my first thought.
Yo, I would have fucking died if your number one was like me. What? I'm fly as fuck, boy.
I was gonna, but then I got super literal with it. I was like, but I don't fly. I was like, at least these things can fly one way or another, but I do not physically remove myself from the ground and project into a direction, so I can't.
May I go? Because
We want to do 10 through 1, just around the.
Oh, I was just gonna go. I mean, we could do 10. We could do like everybody says their number 10.
I
fine
like
with
doing it that way because then we're all
Suspense.
surprised at what's number 1.
Fair enough. All
Right.
right. My number 10, brooms.
Oh,
you
that's a
bitch.
good one. I didn't think about witches, and that's a good one.
I did.
I didn't think about witches.
Yeah, that was one of my silly ones.
I had to put
That's a
it.
good one.
was
I
like-
respect it.
I honestly think about that though. Like, what an object to have chosen to fly on.
Just
Yeah.
real quick, just to jump in there, did you watch the new Hocus Pocus?
No, I meant to,
Yes.
and I just didn't get around
Okay.
to it. Did you
I'm
like
glad
it?
Adam watched it. Well, that's a different conversation. Do you remember how the one sister married the Kathy
Yes.
and Jim, the chunky one?
He has the
She had
vacuum.
the vacuum. Yeah, bro. And this one, she
Yeah,
has
Roombas.
she has fucking Roombas, and she has one under each foot.
I'm gonna have to watch this fucking thing. Maybe that's what I'm putting on after this.
It's hella. So I'll
I
be
should watch
honest.
the first one, then that.
The movie starts out okay, but like as you get to like the middle of it, you definitely are gonna be like, and then at the end, you're definitely gonna go, and it's whatever. But you'll at least get some cheap laughs out of it for sure.
I respect it. David, what is your number 10? Or
My number
whatever the top of your
10.
list.
Yeah, on 10, I just put bumblebees.
Ooh.
Just
Good
because
one too.
they're just because it's that whole thing that they're not supposed to fly, but somehow yet still can take off and fly.
And
I
they
love
save the
that.
earth. They're saving the earth every day. You know?
Absolutely, we need flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went with balloons as my number 10.
Balloons,
I did not think of like regular balloons or hot air balloons.
Regular balloons, fuck hot air balloons, dude. Those things suck.
bitch ass hot air balloons.
Yo, hot air balloons, I'm going to be honest.
They're kind of cool.
People who ride,
yeah.
they're great to look at. I would never get in one.
Yeah.
Can we
Never in a
establish
million
never
years.
get into a hot air balloon? That is a fucking death wish.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point when blimps exist. Why would I get in a fucking hot air balloon when I could get my ass in a blimp?
Like a
Right.
hot air balloon isn't controlled by anything except wind and the heat you're putting in it. So you can go up and down, but you can't choose where you're going. Like that's so scary.
Yeah.
It's like being on a roller coaster blindfolded, and then also it's not complete. Like you know, like
Night.
you may make it to the end. Number 9 for me, things that can fly. Magic School Bus.
Respect.
Because I remember when it turned into that rocket ship, and then it flew inside the body, and then they were inside like the person.
The shrink down body one is probably one of my favorite things I've ever seen on that show. That was fucking awesome.
And then the lizard's like trying to figure out what the fuck's happening because he's like, "Where are they?"
Always confused. Always like, what is this?
What? How did they do this?
R.I.P. Miss Liz.
Mm-hmm. David.
We didn't get silly yet, but my number 9 is an eagle. Just because my favorite sports team. Freedom, America.
Yep.
And it can, take down a whole deer. It's just a velociraptor. I respect it, and it flies.
Savage. They're savage as fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's good. It's cool. It's cool.
I went with a hummingbird as my number 9
Aw.
Respect.
because those wings go so fast.
I couldn't even. Yeah, I could.
Awesome.
It's a blur.
Yep.
Used to have a hummingbird feeder at my mom's house, and I'd watch him, and I was like, "That's fucked up." All right, number 8. I went with the DeLorean from Back to the Future 2.
That almost made my list.
Because the
And it's
wheels,
funny.
the wheels were like, pew, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, "Dude, that's the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen."
I almost did the same thing, and I specifically remembered that it was Back to the Future 2, not fucking 1. Didn't fly in 1. But when they go down the street, there's no way we're gonna get it up to 88 on this street, Doc.
Do you know they rechanged the ending of 1 on all like DVDs and stuff to have it so it shows that like they leave on a flying DeLorean? Like they made it so like the end of 1 is actually the beginning of 2 on like all DVDs and Blu-rays from now on. It's not the original ending.
Cool.
It's fucked up,
So
right?
wait, hold on. What? The original ending, and stick with me, he just says, we don't need roads where we're going. It gets in the air, and then it kind of just looks like it's taking off, right? It doesn't
No.
actually take off.
The original beginning of Back to the Future, or the original ending of Back to the Future 1 is they just go in the house and then Doc doesn't show back up.
What?
Like on
No, I don't
the
think
theatrical release, I'm pretty sure that's how it ended. And then like later they were like, "Oh, we should make a sequel."
Are you sure that's not like an alternative? That's just an alternative ending where they just go back in the house and that's it?
I don't know. That's what I remember. Like this is fucking like.
I
middle
always
school brain.
I always remember it legit taking off, like at the
Well, yeah,
at the
but
end
we
of
saw
1.
it as like kids, after we weren't alive for the theatrical release, so. This is
So are you? Yeah, but I had it on VHS too for sure. Are you saying that after
two
it
was
came
actually,
out?
yeah, like they re-edited the ending. to then
shit.
show that there was going to be a sequel. It does, again, who the fuck cares?
Just when the theatrical version came out, that was it still to be continued, or was it legit just like done? It was never anything but one movie.
I thought it was done. Like if I'm being honest, but like honestly, to be honest, I'm also like a little tipsy. I could just be misremembering.
I'm lying. Don't quote me. Yeah.
No, I'm not lying. I just like in my brain, I'm like, I'm pretty sure like when I was like reading one of the fucking like movie magazines in middle school that it said something like that, but like this brain's not the best. I'm just being honest. I'm old now. My fucking my memory is getting shot.
Just to be honest with you,
I'm not a horse. I'm a broom. Like,
I'm a broom.
what's yours, David? Let's hear what yours will be.
My number 8. Let me see here. Boom. It's Elliot and Doggy Style. Oh shit. Sorry. That was
Oh, wrong list, sorry.
Yeah, I fucking loved that though. I was like, honestly, I would love to hear 10 different sex positions featuring me. Like, I'd be so curious.
Just get you
Jackhammer.
out into the bed. No, I actually this is where I went silly. I put Arthur Weasley's car. From
That's
Harry
not
Potter.
silly. That's actually pretty funny because that
Pretty
fucking thing
good.
did not work too well.
It's great. I loved it. That was actually the first thing I thought of. I was like, things that fly. Arthur Weasley's car.
Don't stop.
Akio bomb.
That shit was so good. Oh fuck. Ah,
All right.
damn.
I went a little silly on this one.
Oh.
Chris Angel.
You fucking bitch.
Oh, son of a bitch. He did.
Chris Angel flies. He definitely did.
Hey, over top of the Pyramid Hotel, the
Yeah.
Luxor.
Yep.
Flew
Mhm.
right above the light, the center light. I remember seeing an image of it.
Yep.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
because that was filmed live, as I do air quotes. It was live.
Uh-huh. Every time, baby.
No wires, no gimmicks, no names, no gimmicks. It was all Chris Angel.
Honestly,
Yep.
he's pretty much Jesus at this point.
Obviously.
My number 7 is Goku.
You fucker. I thought about that and I didn't put it on there.
He can fly, dude. He can fly
definitely
around the
can.
world pretty fast, too. Enough said.
Same. There and he's gone.
Didn't watch it, so I can't comment.
Like I promise he can fly. It's legit.
It's pretty legit.
Now, I went with something very similar. You're actually gonna laugh how close this is. Like, cause it's like damn close. I picked kites. Kites for number 7.
Ooh.
Oh. But David, are they
That's
flying or
so
gliding?
good.
No, like, just be a complete dickhead.
It's the same-
No, I know.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that popped in my mind. 'Cause I was like, do hang gliders glide or do they fly?
Dude, I watched a video of a woman getting fucked up on a hang glider the other day. That was pretty impressive.
I don't want to get on one of those. I don't trust myself.
It was impressive. She hit a fucking tree pretty hard. I was like,
Oh,
ooh, that did not
fuck
look good. She was going like 100, dude. It was gnarly. Anywho,
It just sounds bad.
bad overall.
Went with Black Hawk helicopters when they're up and not down.
I like that. Black Hawk
Motherfucker,
Down.
This guy's playing for my
Yeah.
heart.
Good one.
This guy's playing fucking like a symphony for my heart right now. I'm just like wordplay.
I love it. Like, it just makes me think like Black Hawk Up. Makes me think of like when I like my up syndrome. You know,
What's up, syndrome?
it's that time I beat down syndrome.
Oh Jesus! My number 6 is Superman.
That was another one that crossed my
Oh,
mind. I
it's
thought about
classic.
that
Yep.
too.
I
That's
mean,
a good one.
the guy flew so fast that he spun the Earth backwards in reverse time.
That
Good point.
happened.
Makes a good point.
Reversed
I was-
time.
I was there.
If I could turn back. I had to stop before we got sued.
I feel like that song deserves a little more credit.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like Cher may or
Oh.
may not have put out some bangers in her history.
it will be down in the comments below. Comment your favorite Cher song.
Fuck it. Next fucking list, top 10 Cher songs. Because that's what everybody wants. That's what the people want, right?
How about top 10 songs to dick down to?
It's gonna be 10 Cher songs.
Yeah.
It's nine Cher songs and one Nelly.
No, it's that one P Diddy song. I can't remember what it's called though. It's on the Press Play album where he's like, and N-word finna get loose. It's gonna be that song.
Oh, fuck. Good censor.
Had to control myself.
Jesus.
But I have a very medium okay number 6. I want the Flying Squirrel.
That crossed my mind.
They fly,
I
I
knew a person
guess.
that owned
or
one.
whatever.
When I worked at the hospital, there's a dude that owned. They're called sugar squirrels. I think is like the
Sugar
name.
gliders.
That's it. That's a sugar gliders, and like he owned one. Like he just like bought
Mhm.
one online, got it, and it would be in his pocket while he worked because it was nocturnal, and it would
Yeah.
just come out like it would literally. He would just be standing, and it would just come out and like run around his neck and like sit under his like chin. It was so strange. I was
What's
like,
it called again?
A
Sugar glider.
That's it.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing I call my dick.
Damn! Bitch better give me my honey. Like,
I'm just a silly guy.
I love it. Damn.
My number 6 is ammo from a catapult or trebuchet.
Nice.
Dude, no joke. I was trying to think of like I was like what is launched from a catapult? And then I was like,
Yeah, I was like, it could be pretty much anything.
and then I sat and
People?
I was like, okay. And then I almost wrote down cannonball, and I was like, no, I can't write down cannonball. I was like, that would be too. But goddamn you, like we think too much alike. I literally said these out
Yeah.
loud in the car to Chels on the way to get Canes, and I was like, this is it. Like this is the things I'm writing because I wanted to make a ridiculous list. So my number 5 is the monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, things that can fly. They
That's a good
scared the
one.
shit out of me as
Good
a
one.
kid. They
Same.
they
Yeah,
scared
I hated
everybody because they're like, "Rah, rah," but they were like, weren't they people in like suits? But like, it was still scary.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you couldn't really.
Your kid
Well,
brain was like,
The,
holy
the video
fuck.
quality also was like shit.
Shit was filmed in
Hey,
like the
let's-
30s.
Yeah, so like pretty
There's
scary.
a massive amount of winged creatures swarming a little girl that wasn't hentai. Yeah.
I mean, when you
That's-
yeah.
put on Dark Side of the Moon and started with fucking Wizard of
Oh,
Oz,
God.
on a
Shoot
fucking
me now.
journey, man. Like,
Fucking shoot me now.
fuck you. Go on.
That's how I feel. Just,
What's-
ew, gross.
What's your number 5 here?
Number 5. I don't want to blow your mind or anything, but we got a little philosophical. You know,
Ooh,
we went with time.
It's a good op.
I
It's a good
appreciate it.
good
I
one.
appreciate it.
It's a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Fucking put on Dark Side of the Moon and watched Wizard of Oz.
If I could change. No. All right, I gotta stop. We'll get copy stricken.
My number 5, I went with a pterodactyl.
Oh,
I almost
pterodactyls.
did that. I almost did that one too. I almost did
Jurassic
that. That's a
Park
good one.
3. Kirby's Paint
I
Towel
haven't
Plus,
watched
you
it
must
yet,
pay.
but
No,
might
the
watch it
original
soon.
Jurassic Park 3 with the kid from Smart House.
I still don't remember that one.
Oh,
So-
do yourself a favor and please go and watch that just for the kid from Smart House to be in it. What a piece of shit movie. Honestly,
I
no,
believe
you know
that.
what? Out of the 6 Jurassic Park movies, that's number 3. That's pretty good. It's right in the middle.
Okay.
Like, it's so because the kid from Smart House is in it. It is ridiculous. That's all I'll say. My number 4 is Pegasus, specifically from the
Zeus.
Hercules cartoon.
Yes, that's
He's
the
like-
best one.
He's like all
Yeah.
flexing and shit. Oh
That's
God, I
as
love
big as
that
it's
movie.
in any medium.
It's so good. It's so good. David, what could yours be?
It's a copy.
What?
We've heard it. Yeah, unfortunately, these all aren't going to be original. I mean, the rest I don't think anybody's going to say, but I actually had brooms as my number 4.
Mm,
That's pretty good though. I mean, that means overall brooms are something we can all agree are a top thing to fly.
Yeah.
That
They
speaks
are, yeah.
wonders.
yeah. My number 4 is probably a little bit more of a recency bias thing for myself, but I went with a fighter jet.
Okay,
I
fair.
respect
Gun
that.
last night. I watched Top Gun Maverick last night, so
Oh, I have to watch that. Was it good?
it's pretty good. I enjoyed
I
it.
gotta be honest with you. I don't watch Miles Teller's movie. I can't
You've
with
said
that
that
guy.
so many times. Not on here,
He
but
is,
like in my personal life, you have told me so many times, like, fuck Miles Teller. I fucking hate that piece of shit.
bro. Him and fucking Chris Pratt just piss me the fuck off. Like they just every time I see one of them in a fucking movie, I just lose my mind. I'm like, why are you here?
Can we do
There's so many
top 10
better
hated
actors.
actors and actresses?
Hated personally. Like you
Yeah,
hate them.
yeah,
You just
like actors and actresses we personally don't like. Let's do that next week. I feel like that's an easy list for all of us. Actors we dislike.
I'm down.
Mark it down. I won't
definitely
remember
do that.
saying this, but
Yeah, well, yeah.
oh fuck. All right. You know what? My number 3 of top 10 things that fly. American flags.
Respect.
I'm a goddamn patriot. I put one up out front today. Johnny got it for us for Christmas.
You put it up in your cowboy boots.
No shit. I got a ladder. I was wearing my boots. I put it on the pole. It's out front now. I can send a photo.
Fucking love it. I fucking love that so much.
Johnny was so stunned that I was wearing cowboy boots. He goes, "You've really embraced this Texas thing, haven't you?" I said, "Johnny, you goddamn right. I'm gonna start calling you Japanese now too, because I'm gonna start just not knowing where you're from."
You got to turn it up one more notch. You got to be truly old white American, like that Oriental man.
A Chinaman.
The Chinaman, Jesus Christ.
Fucking Chinaman over there.
You gotta go down to 84th Street and see the Chinaman. Fucking hell. Well, 3, I got silly again. I put dragons just because you
Ooh.
Ooh,
can't
that's
stop
a
me.
good one.
Can you imagine them?
Yeah, I'd have one.
Hey, I love them.
The way Mike Tyson had a tiger, if dragons were real, you can't stop me. I'd have one.
Call David Khaleesi.
Please. Please do.
Oh, Khaleesi. And what is your top 3?
My number
crack.
3 is it's a duplicate, but I'll
Oh,
swap
hit me
it
with the
out.
dupe. Hit me with the dupe.
But I'm gonna swap it out for
Okay,
something
okay.
else. I had an honorable mention, but I'm just gonna mention it now.
Look, I appreciate either war.
Yeah, it was time.
Okay,
Time
fair enough.
was time.
God damn.
But
Big
we're gonna
brains
go
over
silly
here.
on it. We're gonna go silly with it. And we're gonna go people when they're shot out from a cannon.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, to be honest, that is pretty fly if you ask me.
Well, be honest with yourself once more again. If you go to the circus, what's your favorite thing to see? It's the dude getting shot out of the cannon.
Absolutely.
I like
It's
the
not the
Well, yeah,
elephants.
because they don't have
fucking
animals
elephant.
anymore. So
I ain't
Fuck
even
the
interested.
elephants.
Well, literally, what did the elephants do besides walk in a circle? And then they're like, the elephants, everybody. And then it's over.
Water. They
Well,
did
they're
water
all
for
shiny.
elephants.
they got all the shiny shit.
It's true. They do have the shiny shit.
I was more interested in the guy beating tigers with a fucking whip.
What?
I was more interested in the motorcycles and the fucking giant cage
Death
thing.
cage.
That
Yeah.
shit is badass. That is cool as fuck. You couldn't pay me to do that. That scares the shit out of me.
I just
That and the
realized.
people that are on the
Oh, the big
swings?
loopy thing that goes around and
Yeah.
shit, and then he like jumps
Yeah,
around on it, and
yeah,
jumps
yeah.
from inside the
Bolt
loop to
thunder.
outside. Yeah, that shit's cool. That shit's hella
That's
cool.
awesome.
I just realized my last 2 are duplicates, but I'm going with them anyway.
That's right.
I fucking
You
love
know.
them. Number 2 for me was Eagles, baby.
Yes,
I'm a goddamn patriot.
eagles and brooms, best things that fly.
Eagles, brooms, what? It's true. Technically, that would be a top 3 right there because we've named them already.
And time, eagles, brooms, and
And
time.
Yeah.
Eagles, brooms, and time, baby. That's the name of our next book.
Hit me up. I got that.
What's your number 2, sir?
It's something that's almost as cool and as aerodynamic as a dragon. I did a blimp.
That's very funny because my number 2 is also blimp.
Holy shit!
Blimps.
Blimps are fucking
Okay.
awesome.
Brooms, eagles, time, and blimps. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, understandable. Blimps are pretty fucking dope when you think about it.
I mean,
The
if you
Goodyear
see
blimp.
a blimp, you're like, holy shit, it's a blimp.
Do you remember
Yeah,
when we would see the Goodyear blimp? Or yeah, it was a Goodyear one by us, right? Like it would fly by us.
I think
See,
I saw once, maybe.
every time I went to the beach, I would see the Aquafina blimp. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. And for a while, dude, this was crazy. I don't know if you remember this or not. And I'm pretty sure it's Aquafina, but I might need to fact check on this. Could have been Dasani. I think it was Aquafina though. There was a contest that the blimp would go to different cities, and there would be a dude in the blimp with binoculars looking for people with fucking like the bottled water in their hand. And if you got caught drinking the water, they gave you a prize.
Huh.
They had people on the
Interesting.
street and they'd be like, he's over here, and they would fucking do a prize.
The Goodyear blimp would fly around, and if it saw that you're like had nice tires, it would shoot them out. So you'd have to buy new tires. No, I'm just kidding.
We got on the Firestones.
Oh, fucking A. That'd be
Should
fucked
get
up.
some Goodyear runs flat.
Fucking bitches. Yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Well, fuck. Since you two had a duplicate number 2, my duplicate number 1 is motherfucking time. Like, time fucking flies. I'm glad we all had that goddamn sense of humor. Holy shit.
The ultimate tool of flight, time.
I mean, fuck.
That's good.
That's
See,
all I
but
got.
Yep.
That's all I had. Time flies. You know, when you're having fun.
I'll tell you though, my number 1 ended up being my number 1 because it's what I wanted to fly on the most. Is a magic carpet.
Carpet. I fucking, as soon as you said that,
That's a
I
good
was like,
one.
there's only one place you could go. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I can't do it because it's copyright stricken, but you know what I'm saying. Fucking SNL did a great sketch
throwing-
about that.
Just throw in city, a whole new city.
Oh, New Jersey.
Here we go.
Fuck. Adam,
All
please
right.
bring us home with, I know this
Say magic
witticism.
Hey, magic
Yeah,
carpet.
this not magic carpet. That's a very good one though. This might blow your minds. I went with a fly.
Ah,
Fly.
son of a bitch.
Fly flies, that's true.
I was
I had
expecting,
to, I had to do it to.
I appreciate it. I
Mm,
thought you were going to say angels in the outfield, but you know what? I respect it.
No,
So now, are you saying like a fly or like Jeff Goldblum's The Fly?
a fly.
Okay.
A fly.
So what you're saying is The Fly from A Fly, the Jeff Goldblum movie.
Yes.
The Fly
Exactly.
starring The Fly.
Yeah, just
Yep.
making sure it's
Jesus
all the
Christ.
same page.
Well, I felt like we accomplished too much of a top 10 this time. You know what I've realized? How fucking dumb we all are because we are so similar where we're like brooms, fucking
Brooms.
blimps, fucking eagles, and time. This is how
That's gonna
fucking...
be our.
How do you-
I have a couple honorable mentions as well.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I
Please
didn't do
recite
those.
some.
So
I was going to say, this is how you know we're all
Um,
best friends.
Spaceships.
okay.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Columbia.
Reindeer.
Nice. That should have been on your list. That's better than
That-
an
I
honorable
was-
mention. That's a good one.
It was probably 11.
Fair
I
enough.
like that one.
I'll
Or
set-
solid.
actually, none of them really have the order. Really doesn't matter. I just picked 10 that I liked.
We've
The
all been
same
there.
thing.
And then also Elliot because he's wearing a fucking cape right now.
Dude, do you like it?
Are you really?
No, it's not necessarily a cape here. I'll stand up so you can see it better.
Oh, I know you had sleeves in it, but you had it like a cape so you could fly.
I know. It's pretty fucking dope. Johnny got this for me. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I can wear it like a fucking cape around the house and when I take Beaker out if I need my arms to wipe him down. It's
I don't-
fly. Oh, I'm pretty fly, guys. Come on. It's my fashion.
I don't know why, but that gave me like instant like dad vibes, almost like when they have the videos, like the kids who get at braces, and they're like, "Do you get the radio stations on that thing?"
Yes, I do. AM. Like,
Oh God.
well, fuck, mates. This was a good time. I love and miss you guys. I have to figure out when I'm coming back to PA, and then whenever I do, we can do a live episode. And by live episode, I mean all record in the same space.
Yeah, we can do that because I have just bring your mic because I have 2 slots on mine. So.
Can do. We can get shit faced too.
Oh my God, we have the Zoom too. I have the Zoom in the closet, so we have the Zoom, and I have the double piece of the Scarlet.
I
Adam
hope
has the same.
I hope there's midget wrestling or something ridiculous while I'm down, because like I would love to get hammered and do it live.
We should just try to plan around that to see if there's some
Vin
type
Diesel.
of event we can go to.
Doing it live.
Oh, we can find something.
It's gotta
There's
be.
We
always
may have to travel slightly, but I'm sure we could find something.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's within like a 3-hour drive, I'm down. Could be
Fine.
further too. It just has to be worth it.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm down for whatever. But as I've discovered now, remember the way I'm signing off from now on. Like, comment, subscribe, click that bell. Frankenstein.
The show has ended.